Let's finish up with anxiety, stress, and then also any comments that you have be thinking about. When I treat patients with anxiety, if I do prescribe benzodiazepines, I really try to use them for a very short amount of time because as an addiction specialist, I see all too often the effects of chronic use where the anxiety actually gets worse. And what people need to do is to learn how to deal with anxiety and deal with stress, basically learning how to relax. So relaxation is something that can be taught. And several different areas. Meditation is classic, it's been around for thousands of years. There's a good short book called The Relaxation Response. Came out in a little paperback, in the 70s, I think. It was written by a cardiologist, and he was studying the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's claims that transcendental meditation would lower blood pressure. And he knew this was complete bunk, and so he was going to do a short study to prove that. And lo and behold, he proved that you can reduce blood pressure by quite a bit. And so he became fascinated with this and started this 30-year research on transcendental meditation, on cardiovascular function. And he has another book out called Beyond the Relaxation Response. To stay objective, he never meditated himself while he was researching, and then when he retired, he started meditating. So he really was trying to be scientific about it. This book talks about the history of meditation in many different cultures all around the world, including Christian. So it's not just an occult Eastern thing. Praying the rosary is a form of meditation, in my opinion. And then there's 2 pages where he talks about how to meditate. Basically, you sit quietly with your spine erect and balanced so that you don't fall asleep and fall over. That's embarrassing. And you inhale, and then as you exhale, you repeat the word relax. And it sounds too simple, but you need to practice it, because what happens is your mind will wander and you'll think about all the things you have to do today, and the Buddhists call it monkey mind, where your mind will be crawling all over the room, not wanting to just sit there and just be still. And that's what you learn with repeated exercise and meditation. You learn how to find that on-off switch in your brain and just shut it off for a while. You say, well, I do that when I go to sleep, but your mind is actually still wandering all over and you're unconscious. You're not really focused and alert. And they do electroencephalogram studies and show that there's a deeper level of sleep that occurs, or it's deeper than sleep, I should say, that occurs during meditation. There are other relaxation response, like guided imagery, progressive muscle relaxation. For some people, it's music. For some people, it's exercise. It's really not important what you do. It's just that you do it on a regular basis. And it doesn't involve any medications. No pharmaceutical companies are making billions of dollars off of this. And you're not going to see any commercials on it for TV, because nobody makes a buck off of it. And yet it can really do a lot of good for people. What do you do if you can't meditate? And a lot of times people with hyperactivity You know, we have a meditation class at my hospital. They hate it. They literally hate it. And they will sit there for 30 seconds and just want to, you know, break the door down and get out of the room. And yet, that's exactly what they need to do. They may need to do something more active. Yoga, I mentioned exercise. Yoga in Hindi means meditation, by the way. And they refer to mental yoga and physical yoga. Physical yoga is what we think of as yoga, and can accompany meditation. My father, who's 87 and in great health, walks about 3 miles a day. I think that's his meditation. He was an administrator where I went to college, and I would see him walking on campus, and I'd go up and I'd try to get his attention. And he was like waking up out of a trance. When he walked during his lunch break, that was his meditation for about 45 minutes. And it seems to work for him.